where we sat down, and there we went, when we remembered Zion. Let the words of our song and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, override. Let the words of our song and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, override. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we went, when we remembered Zion. Last time. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we went, when we remembered Zion. Let us be, let every man take off his hat and shout to the
Cornerstone Barber Shop.
We're hoping apples, apples, 3 bushel apples, and a little heap under the stairs. Hip, hip! Hooray! Don't forget to get your beards trimmed here. So we're going to start. Just some basic bits. So anyone who wants to join these guys, go and stand next to them. A new bit Russell, can I
around which you freestyle and weave your life off page. You will provide the cuts and scratches. Well, I keep you free of the turntable's grind and you will be music. I will listen to every note until our formats are incompatible and I, made obsolete, slip back into the crates. I will become sample, you selector. Draw me when you feel lonely and I will be your rhythm. Thank you.
We are the Baraka Multi-Faith Choir.
We are the Multi-Faith Choir.
Baraka is an organisation that is made up of people from lots of different faith communities.
No, you don't need
it's okay, you don't need to.
They'll say mic check if they can.
And we use music to bring people together in a spirit of brotherhood and peace. Let me hear you say yeah!
Yeah!
Okay. And we are the choir. Say hello to the lovely choir.
Hello, lovely choir.
I just want to shout out to my homies. I lived around here for 15 years.
Hey! and live to tell the
I remember you. Hello. I used to shop all the time. Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Song, because sometimes when you're writing about things that aren't so cheerful, it's really good to just approach them in the most cheerful way you can. Now this has lots of bits that you will easily be able to sing along to, so feel free to join in. The chorus goes, well no, I'm just going to play the song, and when you get it, just join in. You know this place, it means the world to me. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. The first place I really felt home in London. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Now my life is in bags and my heart's on my sleeve. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. And there's so many memories I'd rather not leave. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Knock it down, 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 down. They won't stop till they've knocked it all down. Knock it down, 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 down. What will become of my town? That was the chorus. Join in next time, no excuse. When I moved here, the Four Aces Club still stood proud. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. And the Vortex on Church Street was in with the crowd. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Now the places we used to shoot pool, they're all gone. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. While the prostitutes, pimps and drug dealers look on. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Knock it down, 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 down. They won't stop till they've knocked it all down. Knock it down, 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 down. What will become of this town? Well, Tesco's, they're popping up like unwelcome weeds. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. And they just put £1 on the price of a PD. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Now the George is up next and my dear studio. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. And folk says that Hackney's the in place to go. Knock it down, build flats, knock it down. Knock it down, 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 down. They won't stop till they've knocked it all down. Knock it down, 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 down. What will become of this town? Knock it down, 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 down. They won't stop till they've knocked it all down. Knock it down, 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 down. What will become of this town?
Mic check.
Mic check!
We are a community.
We are a community!
We're called Willesden Green.
We're called Willesden Green!
We have a pub.
We have a pub!
It's called the Queensbury.
It's called the Queensbury!
It hosts quiz nights
It hosts quiz nights
and parties.
and parties!
and toddler groups who
And
have
toddler
nowhere else
groups
to
who have
go.
nowhere else to go.
We use our pub.
We use our pub.
We love our pub.
We love our pub.
But then the developers came.
But then the developers came.
They said, we want your pub.
They said, we want your pub.
We don't care that it's a community hub.
We don't care it's a community hub.
We want to build flats for yuppies. So they huffed and they puffed.
So they huffed and they puffed.
And they tried to blow our pub down.
And they tried to blow our pub down.
But we said no.
But we said no.
We campaigned and we petitioned.
We campaigned and we petitioned.
We spoke with one voice.
We spoke with one voice.
Our pub is still standing.
Our pub is still standing.
But for how long?
But for how long?
Next month, the council will decide.
Next month, the council will decide.
So we have a message today for Brent Council.
So we have a message today for Brent Council.
We say the Queensbury is not just a pub.
We say the Queensbury is not just a pub.
It's a community hub.
It's a community hub.
And Willesden Green says, save the Queensbury.
And Willesden Green says, save the Queensbury. Yeah!
Love is all I need to get by. Love is all I need in this life. So I don't care if your heart is beating. Without love, you've already died. So let the love in. Oh, oh, let the love in. Let the love in. Oh, oh, let the love in. Oh, let the love in. Woo! Let the love in. Let the love in. Let the love in.
Anything you like. I'm here.
Ali, are we ready to sing? So Ali, can we sing the other word? Yeah. Okay, everyone knows the word now. Yeah. Oh, Mezzoroma.
Once I'll be and hold me now will there. The Lord will know where we shall be, still happy another year. For to farewell and to bloom, well and so merry let us be. Let every man take off his hat and shout to Mezzoroma. Mezzoroma, we wassail thee, and hungry thou wilt bear. Apples, apples, three apples, and a lily on the stair. We are one, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just hold on, me brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. This might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you.
throw on the ground to add to the collection. Alright, I've got a poem. It goes, I write poetry and spit bars to deal with the pain, yet I'm left with emotional scars. They're part of me priceless like works of art. Paintings of a survivor for the times I never thought I'd get past. Now I'm standing here glowing like a bright star, healing with the plasters on my heart. When my mum did depart, I thought it was over, out went my spark. Turned on the lights, but I've lived in the dark. I've self-medicated to escape self-hatred. Growing up on cracked out council estates, it's at times been more than grim. Against the odds I've been fighting, cause I had to believe that I chose my destiny. These lessons cut deep, I did bleed red hot blood from my soul. Humbled my spirit, regaining control. Searching for a light to follow with a broken heart on roads. Writing was my spark, expression through my art. A channel to understand the past, to understand its part in the bigger picture. Karma playing out as old as ancient scriptures. I walked through the bed of roses, got stung by the thorns, healed. Smelt the scent through my nose, it was sweet. Free from the pain, I kicked back and I looked at this city. So many trapped in cages but allowed to roam free. The dark and the light, a battle, we're left with disease, dis-ease. Working as slaves for the greedy, working 9 to 5, obese and home to watch TV. I didn't go through my suffering for no reason. My pain inspired passion, and I will make a difference. My soul speaks, my soul sings, my soul brings messages through music to say that we can achieve anything. Words create worlds, we are alchemists and magicians. Take control of this time because it's ours. We can all make the stand. The change is in every one of us, child, woman and man. Each one, teach one, love and freedom. Victory over challenges, step into the vision. Kings and queens, we gotta unite this kingdom. Warriors of light, let's fight this system. Thank you.
Together, and you know, we're representing the Roomies Cave vibe as well. We love to be here. Wassail, this is great vibe, great ethos what you guys are doing. And on the way here, me and FAISAL are trying to do something together to capture the spirit, and hopefully this can convey it. But just to begin with, I wanted to teach you guys one part of the song that we're going to sing along to.
Really easy.
Yeah? So it goes like this. Ba, 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 da, da. Yeah? Ba, 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 da, da. Ba, 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 da, da. Yeah, so that's easy.
That's all you gotta do.
I want this half to do that, and then what I perform in the gap that's in the middle, this half will do with me when I come to it, okay? It's quite easy, hopefully we can do it together.
And if his bit's hard, you can join my part in this.
So, a lot of what we're talking about is we're not into these copycat high streets. We're not into having these spaces that are taken over by outside companies. They're coming into our areas and stealing our shops. And these are the stops of our streets. We live here. This is our home, yeah? So it's gonna take us to tell them that we're not interested in the facade of freedom. Investors need to comply to our terms. Reckless, study the process I earn with due concern and due diligence. External saboteurs lose their relevance. And if you can't hear it, then listen to the rapture. The tongue may speak, but the wassail will capture the profit hungry and take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba, da, da. Take them back to the apple tree. Ba, ba,
I love you.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word had flow, knew where it had to go, guided by a primary impulse along the path of least resistance, on a mission to illuminate the crown. It was these words that carried light at the speed of sound. And these words, when narrated, vibrated, and the people who heard them elated, delighted. You know you can't fight it. When these words hit the center and your soul gets excited, when you gasp in the dark and you grasp where the light is. magical symbols and metaphors, opening subconscious doors. Sages from across the ages carved these words onto cave walls and then scribed onto scrolls by ancient scholars and bards, telling stories of stars. It was these words that kept us connected with that from which we are carved. But instead of travelling direct as you'd expect, these words got intercepted by the intellect, got taken out of context and attached to a false pretext and summarised and analysed into grotesque muted versions of their original self. These words stripped of their wealth and worked into school lessons that lie about blessings. In the beginning were these flaky white scratch words scraped screeching in protest onto blackboards. Not that I ever took any notice, see, pedagogy got groggy. I'd fall asleep, I was that bored. Teacher talk time was my fall asleep time. Time to dream up rhymes, cause in the beginning was Dr. Seuss. He put to use a rhyme and repetition roost that first triggered the juice that whetted the appetite that I now constantly fight to satisfy. Cause now it's down to me to get the right words in the right freaking order. If I'm to get down these words that are bouncing around in my head, there's no way around it. I've got to keep on inking and laying down lead till I can recite these words that will bring a joy that these words will never explain. So when you find yourself at a loss for words, well, there's these words that will offer direction. Make a selection and don't watch your saliva. You ain't going to drown because these words will revive you. Now I know these words ain't the most elegant. If eloquence is a flight of a swan, then I'm more your freaking elephant. But you know what? I wrote these words, and I hope some of these words hit the spot. If not, then not, because these words are all I got. Well, these words and the friends I share them with, because you're the pith, the core of my existence. So these words may need a little assistance, not to get caught up on the weeds and the rocks, the communication that blocks the whys and the whats. With a little paddle on your part, see, these words can hit the mark. These words are not aiming for the head, these words are for the heart. And I know they're not perfect, but at least they're a start.
Yeah. Doesn't work out well. So it's real love. I was wondering if I could get two helpers to help me tell the story of the song. I was wondering maybe Poetcurious, your kids are here. Would you be up for? You don't have to do much. You didn't even have a choice. So there are two characters, only two characters in this song. One is a sailor. Who'd like to be a sailor? Would you like to be a sailor? And the other one is a farmer's daughter, which is a bit like being a poet's daughter. There's not much money in farming either.
Oh, no, that's true. Yeah, that's probably better.
Right, who's going to be the sailor? You want to be the sailor, and you're going to be the farmer's daughter. We have to dress you up like a farmer's daughter. So you're going to wear a farmer's hat. Yeah. And you get what I think is maybe slightly better than a hat. I was down on the Thames this morning. I found an old clay pipe which I think is about 300 years old. Wow. Don't put it in your mouth. You get to pretend to smoke that pipe and I'll tell you the story. So a sailor courted a farmer's daughter who lived contagious to the town of Strabane, and with loving words he oft besought her that she'd marry him before she married any other classification or condition of a man. Now this farmer's daughter, she had rich possessions, a silver teapot and £2.10 in gold. Would you marry me bold salt water sailor, if I wrapped them up in a bundle and threw them down to the bottom of the ocean cold? And then he says, I'd marry you, my heart's conchantment, if you had nothing but your old one's curse. So she wrapped them up all in a bundle and she threw them down into the bottom of the ocean cold. To end that verse. Now this sailor boy, he could swim like a ducking, which is a little duck, and he dived right down into the bottom of the ocean cold, and with that bundle he came up chuckling, thinking of the sweet times he'd have when he got back to his hut in the hillside down around the far side of Ballinasloe, which is Kilburn plus some. Ah, but the farmer's daughter, she near died of laughing. For all that was in that bundle was an old pitchorney of a stone, which is a very, very small stone. All that was in the bundle was an old pitchorney of a stone. A sailor courted a farmer's daughter, and he wishes he'd left her alone.
Mic check.
If you have taken photos or video,
If you have taken photos or video,
please make sure you know how to get in touch with me.
Please make sure you know how to get in touch with me.
Because I don't have time to organise any of that.
Because I don't have time to organise any of that. Sure.
Thanks. In the country, so you don't need to mic check this bit, I'll try to be loud. Tell me if you can't hear me. This is an ornamental cherry tree. So our apple trees are being taken care of in a park, but we will wassail this cherry tree as if we were in the countryside. Remember that beneath all the concrete, there is still mud and earth that helps this tree to grow. Just as inside us, everyone that seems to look pretty happy today, there's a little seed of something that enables you to be out here and share a bit of happiness with someone else. There is nothing wrong. In fact, it is encouraged that a profit is made on this street. We want people to benefit. It's about where the profit goes afterwards that we might be concerned about, which is why our local shops matter so much, because when they get your money, they go spend it somewhere else on the same high street, and we all do well. I'm not going to talk about the whole library development, flats development now. You can look it up for yourself. But the funny thing to me is I got a permission to put something up on this wall about a week ago. It's going to be like a wassail all year round. They didn't ask me what I would write on the wall. And they paid for it. It is gentle, subtle and sweet. And I didn't have long to write it, but I hope that you like it and feels it represents part of you. Willesden Green grows rooted stories, early risers, late night workers, skyward thinkers, scattered wanderers gathered inwards, hidden histories strung between us. We can see our own reflection on the bus up to the station, daydreams driving us to action, fueled by daily conversation. Willesden Green holds we who soar above and struggle on, sees those who pull the profit out, knows those who share or pass it on. Rooted stories, early risers, late night workers, skyward thinkers, scattered wanderers gathered inwards, hidden histories strung between us.